I, Donald Reagan, the uncommon voice for the common man, coming to you today live from Shadyside, Ohio, where, as it turns out, I'm one of the 83% of American people that actually has a job, as opposed to, let's say, Chelsea Clinton's husband, who quit his job as a hedge fund manager to become something known as a ski bum. And isn't it ironic that the man that signed welfare reform, William Jefferson Davis Clinton, finds his son-in-law quitting his job to become something known as a ski bum? In other words, this guy's figured out how to glean the cube. He understands that in Obama's America, you don't have to work. You can just become a bum. And there he is out there in Bell, Colorado, drinking Bud Lights with my hero, Bong Water Bodie Miller. That's right, we all know what happened with Bong Water Bodie Miller, the guy that was supposed to win us all the medals in the Winter Olympics, but was too busy hanging out in a bar with the Swedish bikini team. Yeah, that Bong Water Bodie Miller. And now here he is, being one of Obama's welfare bums, drinking Coors Light, skiing with Bodie Miller. That's beautiful. Now, that being said, the other night I went to sleep. I have a common cold, so I drank NyQuil to help me with my slumbers. And I was asleep, and I had this dream. And in my dream, it was the Cpac convention. And at the Cpac convention, they dragged in this giant egg. There were all these pimply-faced 20-somethings that drugged in this huge egg, and they sent it down right in front of all the convention goers. And then all of a sudden, everybody's saying, well, what the hell's in that egg? And all of a sudden, the egg opens up, and guess who's in it? It's not Lady Gaga, no, it's Ron Paul. Ron Paul gets out of the damn egg, puts a turban on his head, and goes out and tells all the convention goers, take me to your leader. Oh my God, it was horrible. I woke up. Then I realized that the reason I had my dream is because Ron Paul won the straw poll nomination at Cpac. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, it's a nightmare. That means he's thinking about running for president again. Good God, no. Now, I actually believe that Ron Paul is something called a liberal-itarian, which is a cross between what he is, a libertarian, and Obama's zombies, liberals, a liberal-itarian. And what's funny about this is they seem to act the same way. Obama's followers and Ron Paul's followers. I heard the skinny that at Cpac that Ron Paul supporters were making a spectacle of themselves against anybody who said anything that they didn't believe in. Apparently they bought all the tickets and basically was running the whole damn show, making spectacles of themselves and embarrassing other politicians like Warren Hatch. That's what I heard. But it's not surprising. When I stood up and said that Ron Paul was a damn crackpot because of his stance on the Mosque of Ground Zero, I was crucified by all of his people in the comments in my video. But to tell you the truth, I don't give a damn. Because anytime that somebody like Ron Paul stands on the same side as an issue as our worthless president, then by God, I'm going to point it out. And I'm also going to say this. Ron Paul was partially right the same way Obama was partially right about the Mosque of Ground Zero. We all understand that this guy has the constitutional right to build his damn mosque where he wants to. But where we part company is, I think he should move the mosque a few blocks down the street and get it away from Ground Zero. You won't ever hear any of Ron Paul's morons ever say anything like that. But that's what makes me different than them. Because I understand that it can be constitutional, but it isn't the decent thing to do. And it never will be. And I'm going to point out some more Ron Paul hypocrisy, Mr. Foreign Policy. He once said that we backed Saddam Hussein and that we gave Saddam Hussein nerve gas and told them to go invade Iran. That's what he said one time. Then he turns right around in a political debate and tells us we've been bombing Iraq for 10 years. Well, which is it? Do we back Saddam Hussein against Iran, or are we bombing Iraq for 10 years? I don't know. That's one of the things I don't like about Ron Paul, his out-and-out hypocrisy. But actually, Ron Paul says some things that actually make sense. His stance on immigration, right on the target, right on it. Build the fence, secure the borders. English is a national language. He's dead on right about that. His fiscal policies are dead on right too. So it's not that I hate Ron Paul. It's just I really can't understand a libertarian. Maybe it's me. Because to me, anytime you side more with Obama and the left than you do conservatives on the right, then you're really not a conservative, and you sure as hell are not a Republican. For God's sakes, the other day he was on MSNBC, because anytime he says anything stupid, they put him on MSNBC. He was on Morning Joe the other day, and they asked him, do you really think that you could win the presidency? And he says, well, I think I could get 60% of the disaffected Obama voters. If he gets all these Obama voters that are upset and disaffected with Obama, Christ, that's 70% of the nation. he could win the whole damn thing. Oh my God, I gotta go get some NyQuil and take a big slug and go back to bed. Jesus God. Until next time, this is your favorite Islamo-homophobiac, Ron Paul, Ronald Reagan, the uncommon voice for the common man, saying this to you now. When news breaks out, my tirades break in. Until next time, over and out.